welcome to Creepy Culture. This is Jen, and thank you so much for being here. Today, I want to share something that my mom experienced. This happened in 2012. So, in November of 2012, my mom was diagnosed with metastatic liver cancer, and it was stage 4. And basically, she had pancreatic cancer that spread to her liver. So, she had ended up in the hospital for about a week or so, and the hospital told us they were putting her in a nursing home so they could strengthen her up to take chemo, which was a bunch of crap because my mom was too far gone for that. So anyway, they put her in a nursing home, and she ended up in there under hospice care, and this was at the very beginning of January of 2013. So my mom was in there under hospice care, and I happen to know the girl that worked in the office of the nursing home, and each room had 2 twin beds, and she was cool enough not to put anybody else in my mom's room. So my sister and my brother had come up from Tennessee, so I took FMLA off work, and we literally stayed at the nursing home with my mom, except my brother went to my mom's every night to spend the night, and me and my sister slept in a twin bed in my mom's room with her the whole time. We only left to take showers and stuff at her house and came back. And after my mom was in the nursing home for 2 days, the doctor had came in and assessed her and checked her out, and she told us, you know, your mom's got about a week to live because her body's shutting down, you know, so she's got about a week to live. So that's why we all were staying there with her, because you know, we thought she had a week to live or whatever. So my mom had taken everything off of her that kept her alive. So no IVs, no PICC line, no nothing. She wasn't eating anything. She wasn't drinking anything. The only thing she was doing was eating specifically orange popsicles. That's it. She was in her right mind. They were giving her medication. I don't know if it was even metabolizing through her body properly because her body was shutting down. Her liver was shot, you know. So anyway, my mom was in her right mind the whole time she was there, all the way to the end. And one day we had woken up. Me and my sister brushed our teeth. We were sitting there. My mom wanted a popsicle. She was up sitting in a chair, and I went down to the kitchen part and I rummaged through everybody's popsicle boxes till I found her an orange popsicle, and I gave her a popsicle, and we were just sitting there, and my mom said, "Guess what, girls?" And we're like, "What, Mom?" And she said, "I got to see heaven last night." And we're like, "Really? What did it look like? Tell us about it." And my mom sat there and she thought and thought and thought. You could tell she was like studying about it. And she said, "I don't have the words, but it was beautiful." No, she didn't say beautiful. She said it was wonderful, and I'm going to be there forever, is what she said. And we're like, oh, wow. And then we were like kind of shocked that Mom didn't have the words, because my mom always has words for everything. But she said she didn't have the words after she thought about it forever. So we were like, oh, wow, that's cool. And then she asked us, she said, "What day is it?" And I can't remember if it was like January 12th, 13th, or 14th, but it was one of those days. And I told her, I was like, "Mom, it's January 12th, 13th, or 14th, whatever day it was." And she said, "Okay." And she was sitting there and she started going like this. She was like counting on her fingers. She was doing this. And she pointed her popsicle like this at me and my sister. And she said, "I'm going home on the 27th. And we were like, home? You know, we assumed she meant to heaven on the 27th. And me and my sister talked, you know, away from my mom about it. And I was like, I don't think she'll last that long. They already only gave her a week to live because her body's shutting down, you know, and it's like January, you know, in the middle of January 12th, 13th, or 14th, or whatever day it was. I'm pretty sure it was like the 13th. But we were like, yeah, she's not going to last that long. Well, guess what? My mom died on January 27th at 9:27 in the morning in 2013. So my mom literally seemed like that somebody showed her what heaven looked like. and told her how many days it was going to be before she got there, because she sure asked us what day it was and then counted up to the 27th and told us that's when she was going home. So the reason I'm sharing this is because watching somebody die and sitting there and being helpless, and the only thing you can do is make them comfortable. You can't fix them, you can't do anything, you just have to literally take it. You have to just take it, and it's awful, and it messed me up mentally, and it was awful. And way long before that happened, when I was younger, like in my 20s or 30s probably, I had asked my mom, I was like, Mom, if I die before you, I'm going to make sure I can come back and tell you I'm okay somehow. And if you die before me, I need you to come back and tell me that you're okay somehow. Just figure it out. Figure it out, come tell me, and I'll come tell you, okay? She was like, yeah, we'll do that. I'm like, okay. Well, it had been 3 years after my mom died, and I was at grief counseling because that's how messed up I was mentally after watching my mom die. And we were really close. My whole family's close like that. And I was telling my counselor, I had told my counselor about what we had said, and I was telling her, like, hey, you know, my mom still hasn't come to me. It really upsets me. It freaks me out. I hope she's okay. La la la. And she was like, honey, you don't need to wait for your mom to come and tell you anything, because your mom told you before she died. And I was like, actually, she did tell me before she died. She told me that she saw heaven. She told me and my sister she saw heaven, and it was wonderful, and she was going to be there forever, and even told us the day she was going to die because somebody told her that. So anyway, that made me feel a whole lot better, and that's why I'm sharing this, because it really helped me. It pulled me out of that weird mental funk I was in after my mom died. So I just wanted to share it because it's good stuff. You know, that's great. My mom never did, you know how some people see people that's deceased before they die. She didn't see any of that, but that's what happened with her while she was dying. That's what happened. So I thought that was really cool, and I wanted to share it because it might help somebody. So that's great. If anybody else has anything close to that or similar, you can share it too, because it's always good to share some good stuff. If you want to share, you can. I'm on Facebook. I have a page called Creepy Culture, and you can find me on there. And also on Creepy Culture, like if I have stories that have pictures or videos, I've been posting, like where I had that rock thrown at me while I was hiking. I posted pictures of where that place is, and I posted pictures of the wood so you guys can see. And then the orb that I saw at my sister's, I posted pictures of my sister's yard and stuff. I've been posting pictures and stuff that go with the video encounters over on my Facebook at Creepy Culture. So you can go over there and follow that page and see that. And if you don't want to be on Facebook, you can just email me at creepyculture@yahoo.com. So yeah, but anyway, I wanted to tell you about that, and I'll be back really soon. I have somebody I'm working with right now trying to record their encounter. And thanks for being here, and thanks for listening. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.